Hello everyone, myself Rutik Shradrav Purpade. Today I will explain Model 2 coding challenges Capstone project, which is based on design and analysis algorithm. Okay, now there is a section which is given with respect to their problem. Okay, the first section is based on the coding bug clip in which the first question can be given as the power of a two puzzles. Okay, so there is an input which is given as 16, the output can be true. Okay, means since 16 can be expressed as 2 raised to power 4, the function can return the true, indicates that 16 is indeed a power of 2. Okay, if the input is n equals to 5 means false. How? Since there is no longer exponential that yet 2 which raised to the exponential, that function returns the value false. That is 5 is not a power of 2. Means if given as a single string, no, sorry, single integer with respect to n. For example, if we given as a power as 16 means 2 raised to power 4. What is the equation? What is the answer? That is 16. If we given as other than 16 means if we given as a other than 16 means if I given as a 2, then the condition also the false. If we given as a input as 4, the condition also false. If the given sorry, if if we given as the input as 4, the condition is be true. If the given input as 5, the condition is false. Similarly, in up to given as the integer in the infinite set. Okay, so there is a power of two functions. Okay, there is a base code can given means simple code. There is also the case means hint can be given. Find if a number is a power of 2. Think about the property of the power of 2, which what is the unique about that binary representative. Means this can be hint as given. Means if two number means 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 4. Means 4 is the input and output can be 2 raised to power 1. Okay, like that. 2 raised to power 2 means 2 to the 4. Okay, like that. Function is the power of 2 means there is a base code can be given and they rectify that code. Okay, so go to the gist github. I already uploaded this file into the respective gist, so I can explain directly from this problem. Okay, so there is a error in this code. Okay, replace this or operator with and operator. Okay, and that is the small error. Okay, now by this respective output, if n is equal to 60, then the output is true. If n equals to 5, then the output is false. If the input can be n equals to 64, then the output is true. That how that if the power can be taken is 64. 64 is the multiple of 2, but how much can be said as a 6 times. So multiply by multiple of 6 times means 2 into 2 into 2 up to 6 times. Then the said as 2 raised to power 6 equals to 64. Okay, like that similar to the 5. But if we consider as a 5, but there is not solution of a 5, there is a nearest solution means 4 has a solution. If 5 is replaced by 4, then the condition is true. If we replace by 5, then the condition is false. Okay, similarly that n equals to 60, the output can be true. Okay, now explore the next problem. Minimum move for valid pair species. What about then say this problem? Lucy is a mathematical enthusiast which enjoys the tackling intriguing problem. Recently, she encounters a fantastic challenges involving parenthesis string. The task of that hand is to create a function that called as min add to make value that taken as an argument as representing a string of parentheses. and determines the minimum number of additions required to transform the given string into the valid parenthesis string. Okay, there is a three condition can be given with their respective problem statement. It can be empty string. It is the first condition. Second condition is it can be explained as a concatenation of two valid string. Okay. The third condition is be given as it can be a represent as a valid string which is inclusive with the parenthesis. Okay. If s equals to single single core bracket with double core bracket, the output is 1. If the given as a single side means one side is a opening and close and other side is closed, then this output is okay. If the number of brackets can be contained more than the other, means you can see that one is a different pattern, that is one is different pattern is one. Then how much different pattern? One, two, okay, three, and then four. Okay. In order to make the string valid, there can be added as the opening parenthesis at the beginning and the closing parenthesis after the first two operator parentheses and the opening parenthesis before the last two closing parentheses. Okay. This is basically based on the length of this parenthesis means curly braces. Okay. There is not little there difficulty in this problem. Okay. There is a code which is similarly there is a code with their error. We can rectify this error and solve it. Go back to the GitHub. Okay. Similarly, code with their respective error. There is one is open. Okay. Do variables. Then is condition. If C is double equals to then opening that matching the opening parenthesis then closing the parenthesis. Okay. Return the open dot similar that way. Now, if the output can be given as close curly bracket with respect to opening bracket, the output can be 1. In last in first is being opening with close bracket with respect to closing bracket, the output can be 1. If the first bracket can be considered opening and closing with respect to double closing and with respect to double opening, the output can be 4. Means first two can be differ with second two, then the output is 1. If the first is equal but one is different, then the output is 1. Okay. Similarly, with respect to this example. Okay. Now explore the next problem. Scorekeeper unconvenient challenges. Okay. Now there is a particular baseball game. A dedicated scorekeeper faces an extraordinary challenge. They have a function called as call points that taken as an array operations as argument. The operations array contain a series of instructions that each entry can be integer. Represent a new score A plus sign indicates the sum of the previous two scores and D to double the previous score or C to be validate the previous score. The shopkeeper used the call points function to compute the sum of all the scores on the record after performing all the operations. How will the scorekeeper utilize the call points function to solve these extraordinary problems? Okay, so there is a three example content and there is a condition can be taken. If one is the perfectly matching this condition, operational dot length and with there, this operational length can be between 1 to 100. Okay, and operations of I C D plus is a string represent the integer as a range of minus of 3 multiple of 10 means C can be represented as minus of 3 multiple of 10, okay, and B can be represented as a 3 multiple of 10 with 4 and plus C represent as a multiple, okay, with respect to that. 10 raised to power 4. For operation plus, there can be always be at least two previous score on the record, and the operators C and D can be always be least one previous score of those. Okay, there is a little much difficulty in this problem, so don't worry about that. Recording 5.3 can be invalid and remove the previous score recording in the 5. Okay, then D is adding 2 multiple of 5 equals to 10. Okay, to be means be taken as the both as multiple with respect to D. Now this can be taken as 5 comma 10. 5 as the initial value and new value can be replaced by 2 is 10. Okay, adding 5 plus 10, the 10 is 15 is 4 and it is added in the new array. In D, the operator 10 as a add as a next places means 15 and the total sum can be given from this array can be 30. Okay, there is a explanation given as well. Similarly in this there is a length can be increased. If the minus sign is given, they can be subtracted by adding this similar number. Similar in this way, there is a can be given as 0, 1 and 0. 1 can be added to the rows, 1 is 1 added in the new array, and if the invalid is the removing the previous code, there is already condition can be given in this code. Okay, so there is a dummy code we can be given with their error. So rectify the error. So again go to the GitHub, rectify that error. So here is using a for let OP with an operational. Okay, similarly you can compare these both code. Okay, now again additionally add this 3 point similar. There is again this all points can be given if the input can be given as 5 CD plus the output can be 30. This explanation can be given in this problem. Okay, similarly if we given as the input as 5 minus 2 4 CD 9 plus plus, then the output can be given as 27. Similarly if 1 is given, then the invalid can be string can be given, means second can be must be number. What is not given as a number we given as string, so the output can be 0, means invalid. Okay, now explore the next question. This question number 4. Height based talent show sorting. Okay, this this question is very amazing. Okay, so Mac is organizing a talent show in her committee and needs to arrange the participants using the sort for people function. The function taken two arguments. An array is a name and array is a height. Means two parameters can two arguments with two functions can be given name and height. The function should sorted the name in the descending order based on their corresponding height. However, Max is unsure how to use the sort people function. How Mac want to sort the participant namely to descending order based on their height. However, he is so unsure about this procedure. Means Mac have a confusion how to sort the sort people function can be run. Okay. Means similarly there is based on the real case. So Mary have a height is 180. Johnny have a height is 165 and Emma is a height of 170. So output is Mary, Emma and Johnny. Means Mary is the highest. Then second means least is 170 and again this smaller than 165. Okay, like that. Mary is taller, followed by Emma and John. Okay, there is a explanation again. Similarly, in this case, Alice, Bob, and Bob, there is a repetitive, but this function can be make as a means they can understand this both are different. How the value can be different. Okay, output can be Bob, Alice, Bob. What is Bob? Bob is a small greatest value. Means what is the greatest value? 185. Okay, it's taken as first. Then 150. 155 can be taken as a list. Then next is a 150. Let's count it as a list. Okay. Last one. The first Bob is taller, followed by the Alice, and the second is Bob. Okay. There is explanation is given. Similarly, in the third example, Sarah, David, and Lee. Height is 155, 160, and 150 with respect to the name with area height. The output must be David, Sarah, and Lily. Okay. Explanation is given. You must read this explanation. Again, there is given as a code with their error. We can rectify the error with respect to their given. Again, we go back to the git GitHub, compare their error, and rectify it. Okay. So there is a link. So I additionally converted this code into a different way. So nothing more difficult to do it. Okay. And not this code. I'm not using this code. I simply converted this code into this code. Okay. There is a console.log is given means I can be passed as an input with respect to given as an output from the passing that parameter to this code and giving me a definite output. Okay. Mary John Ima. Height is 180, 160, 70. The output is Mary Ima Johnny. Similarly, Alice Bob Bob. The output can be Bob Alice Bob with respect to their height. Sarah Devin Lee. With respect to their height, the output can be Devin, Sarah, and Lee. Okay. Now explore the next problem. Number shuffle missing and duplicates. Okay. So Shrinking mathematics is asked to organize a set of numbers from 1 to n. However, puzzling occurs during this one of the number history. Duplicate itself causing another number missing entity frustrated by letter on the Para think you help in solving this commutative. She provide you while the integer array. So there is a problem regarding to that means if the number can be duplicated, if the number can be duplicated, they give the output. If the number is missing, then also give as the output. Means if the number can be duplicated their respective output and not given in this string, means not given in the sequence, then also give as the output. Now consider this first string. The number is 1, 2 to 4, but the sequence is not differ. So 2 can be repeatedly. So the first integer can print as a number duplicate value, and second value should must be contained as a missing number. Okay. Similarly, in this 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The number can be duplicate is 3, and which is the missing number? That is 4. Because the starting number can be taken as 2 here. So the starting number as 1. So it is taken as a missing number as a 1. Similarly, in this input, there is a given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Okay. What is the missing number? That is 9. How? Because the integer taken as the 8 after the net this come as a 9, so the 9 is the missing number. Okay, there is a condition can be given with respect to the definite input with output. Okay, again there is a base code can be given. Okay, rectify that error similarly from the previous problem and solve it. Okay, again go back to the GitHub and rectify that problem. Okay, I replace this function to finding a duplicate number. Okay, then replace also this function with their missing number, then return the empty set. Means which should be reached in the output considered as a valid. Means I can find out the number which is given as the output. Okay, this return empty string can be written the one by one value and decrement the value of duplicate. Okay, so 1, 2, 2, 4, decrement the value, then again they replace which is decrement, that is 2, repetitive value can print, and then decrement value can be 2 plus 1 and increases 1 by 1. increased by 1, that is 3. Okay. Similarly, there is a number which duplicate is 3 and 3, which is the decrement value of that 3, at least 1. Okay. So print as a 1. Similarly, this string can be given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 8. What is the decremental value? Yes, 8 is first value, which is duplicate, and decremental value by 1 with increment 1, that is 9. Okay, with respect to this examples. Now, explore the next problem. Okay, happy. Okay, guessing happiness number means this problem is based on improvement perspective to the coding problem. Means we given as a approaches. Okay, like that. Okay. Now, first problem statement is given as guessing happiness through the number. Let's read this problem statement. What can be said by 1, 2, 3. So this is a simple game which is based on a happy number. Okay. Happy number is starting with any positive number and she want to create the world. Alice loved the playing with the number and she recently came along the fascinating concept called as happy numbers. A happy number start with any positive integer and she want to creating an algorithm to determine if a given number is happy or not is happy function. The happy function can taken as positive integer n. An argument return true if the number is happy and false if the number is happy if the condition is true. Otherwise they false. The number is considered as happy if the procedure of summing square of the digit even eventually leads to 1. This procedure should be repeated as either 1 or getting close back. So there is a n equals to 90. What is the 90? Is the number means predictable number which is finite output true. How? 1 to the power 2 plus 9 to the power 2. 1 to the city 182 to the power 64. There is a facet number can be generated 1 to the power 2 plus 9 to the power 2 plus equals to 1 equals to 1 plus 91, that is 82. Okay, 8 to the power 2 plus 2 to the power 2, that's 64 plus 4. Means this number can be based on the simple logic. We can say as a mm, sum of that number which is counted as a n equals to 19. Okay, and with 1, so 19 is a happy number. Basically they base on the simply logic. Okay, there is little difficulty level is positive medium. Okay, you can solve it with respect to it. Okay, there is again they can be given as a first approach. We can solve this second approach by using set object. Okay, again go to the get gist. There is a similar we can given as a simple given as a method. Then choose set object and set object can be used and find out that which number can be true or otherwise false. By using the squaring of this number by adding 1 by 1 means 1 square 1 to 4 to the power of 2 is 16. Okay, 1 to the power 2 plus 6 to the power 2 equals to 1 plus 36 like that. Okay, 1 by 1 we can edit that number with their respective value with their definite square can take on, and the procedure can be taken up to the infinite. So if the number can be given as an infinite state, then the number is set to be is not happy value. If the number is not given goes to the infinite value, means the recursive value can be output as a 1, then it is set as a 19 is a happy number. If the end process means the cycle is infinite, then it is not a happy value. If the number can be 1, means the end process can be 1, then the number can be happy. Okay, means there is a simple game can be taken as this number. Okay, it is not much difficult like that. Okay. The console.log is happy is 19, the output can be true. If the is happy is 4, means there is a given as the input 4, the output can be false because the 4 is not a simple, the definite output not given as a 1. Other than 1 means it gives as the infinite thread, so the output can be false. Similarly, it gives the output can be 1, so the output can be true. Okay. Now, for the next problem, palindromia. Okay. Means simply it's just similar to the palindrome number. If sequence of left to right, sequence of same number can be taken as the same string can be taken or a number can be taken. The numbers can be said as a palindrome. If the left to right left to right sequence is not equal, then the number is said to be the non-palindrome number. Okay. Just like this is given in this problem statement. I simply explore this most size of this problem into the short one. Okay. This if I explain simply into from the respective example, if 1 2 3 2 1 is equals to 1 2 3 2 1, then the condition is said to be true. Okay. If the sequence is 1 4 5 1 is equals to 1 5 4 1, it is not equals. Okay. So the condition can be false. 1 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 is not equals to 5 4 3 1. Okay. This condition not taken as is taken as false. Why? Because the sequence of one left to right and right to left is not equal. Okay. Simply it is given as a process. Means simple base code is given. We can with the help of this base code we can write this code into the two pointer approaches. Okay, in this program. So again go to the diskit. Sorry, explore this problem. Okay, using two pointer approaches. There is a two pointer approaches again as a while looping. Okay, simply are basically using the shifting method. The character does not match is not a palindrome. Okay, if the number in this code we can given as a return value, the condition can be satisfied, the return can be true. Otherwise, they exit this loop and the loop can be continued as a iterative until we get the prevented answer and return the value of 4. Okay. Similarly, the console.log can be given. Okay, like that. I definitely explained it recently. Now, go to the next problem. Alice and Bob have a two different total number of candles. If you if we are function fair this way, you have given the two integers Alice size and Bob size, where Alice size is I and its number of candidate is I and of Bob candidate. Uh, Alice or Bob size is the number of candles in the group. Since these problems can be given as a size of candle with their different number, total number. So there is equality, there is 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay. There is consider that 1 have a color of white and 2 is color has green. Okay. So compare these both tables given as output is 1 and 2. Okay. In this have there is a difference means 1 2 means red and black and green. Okay. So red and black is not equal to black and green, but there is a 2 is a common value. Okay, and 1 can be a different rather than 3. So the value output should be given as 1 comma 2. In this problem can be minimized from my side into the shortest one by giving the different example. Okay, now this is the approaches one. Means base code can be given. We can, with the help of this base code, we can generate second approach using the hash mapping function method. Okay, now go back to the GitHub and explore that problem. Okay, there is a free candle swapping and swapping of that candle with their difference. Okay, so similarly there is a code can be given using the map function that is given in this function. Mm, So there is a input can be given as 1 in the first array and second is 2 up to the 1 and 2. Yes. Both have similar value but taken as a different value. Okay. In second is you contain as 1, 2, 2, 3. The 2 so also come up and 1 is different, so 1 and 2. Okay. That's how much value can be different? Okay. It is 2 value. Now 2, 4, 1, 3. It is output 4 and 3. How? 2 and 1 is different in color. But the recently there is a difference. So there is a 4 and 3. We should take an as output with their different candidates. Okay. This example was taken from my side. It is not mentioned in this sheet, Capstone project sheet. Okay. Similarly, all this problem can be contained in that git gist. I already uploaded this git gist in this GitHub. So all the approaches with their respect to can be given. Okay. That is logic building coding questions. Okay. There is a self code can be continued generated from set color sorting like that, max counting. Okay. Minimum sum of 4 digit numbers. Each question can be solved one by one with their definite comments can be given. Okay. So all these question can be given in this hit. So explore this question one by one. Okay. Traditional Western approach. There is a traditional approach and optimized approach. This is both approaches can be given as the optimal approach. Means time complexity and space complexity given. Okay. I also mentioned this in this comment. Okay. Can read it and how much this complexity can be running as questions. Okay. So that is from my side. Okay. Thank you.